Great morning, everybody. Stock Option Sniper here. I hope you're all doing great. Wherever you are in the world, I hope everything is doing fantastic for you. Today, we're going to talk about advanced mitigation and how advanced mitigation work. Right? If you have not seen my last video on mitigation, go watch that mitigation video. Otherwise, if you've seen it, thank you for being here today. And let's go over it. Right? So, what does that mean? I show you guys how to create the best SND zone, and those SND zone is usually the zone that holds best when it has an unmitigated area, right? Just like this zone I had here on QQQ. So I've shown you guys the strategy. If you watched the previous video or you've been watching this video, right? We have that center structure. Once we have that structure, we have the SND, right? Let's make it red. And then we have price coming up to that zone, right? Mitigate. To mitigate that zone. And then we have the confirm of what we use via Wyckoff, right? This is supposed to be blue, right? So we have an entire structure here. The structure is from here, from this high to this low, right? However, it did not mitigate. It basically mitigated nothing. I wanted to come up to the zone. And technically it did mitigate, right? It did mitigate. But check this out. The thing with this is that I refined my zone. Remember I told you guys on the last video that if you refine your zone, you are most likely to miss the play, just like what happened here, right? However, if you do refine your zone and the price goes to that zone, you are most likely to be in a winning play, right? Am I gonna be mad? No, I'm not gonna be mad that I missed this entire down move, right? I took a portion of it when it rejected. I took the 50% imbalance on the QQ in the lower time frame. However, it did mitigate by this giant order block right here. You see? From this low to that high. You guys see that? However, I refined it. And in this scenario, we're not going to change that because that's not what we're talking about. It would have been a nice play if I caught it. But in this scenario, it wasn't it, right? So I missed the move. Big deal. So right now, QQQ is looking to go retarget this 278.45, right? We're looking to take out this structure, this low right here, this 278.45, and it breaks lower, we can continue taking down 272, and I have this giant zone that needs to be mitigated on a higher time frame. I believe it's on the daily. Correct, it is on the daily, right? To take out higher prices and go to 295. But you guys understand that the best way your zone will hold is when you have those unmitigated, I'm just deleting this, when you have those unmitigated portion, right? You guys see that? Oops. Sorry, you guys, I pressed something on my mouse. That was a close one. Right. This play right here, I just took a 50% imbalance and I got out. That was on Friday, right? And I also have one for the video. The video was much more cleaner. Right there. Sold off at the end of the day. Right? So let's go for a certain example. I don't know what you, let's go for Meta, right? See, for Meta, I actually have this line right here. Right, I understand Meta is super bearish just in the higher time frame overall. This thing is just breaking down like crazy, right? So I want to ask myself what was responsible for that down move. Where is that unmitigated portion? I said this unmitigated portion was here. I like this area right here, right? So I wanted to refine it. So what did I do? I only went to the wick because that wick itself is an unmitigated portion in the lower time frame. So on the weekly, I come over here, right? That wick right there. That's fine for me, right? That's my weekly. If it comes to that price, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to get confused. I'm not going to start taking calls, right? I'm going to look for confirm to take out that 88 level. Right there, guys. Right? I want those to mitigate. what's actually happening, the best part about the system that I share with you guys is that it's very simple to use, honestly. Like I've traded multiple strategies before, indicators, the best indicators. I even had stuff like this, the buy and sell. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, price action for me is king, and it just works best for me, right? That's what works best for me. The system works so well, and it makes my trading very simple. I'm very more patient. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm not looking for, and at the end of the day, it just makes my trading very very simple, right? So that is right there, advanced mitigation. When you have certain zones that needs to close off, that they need to close, mitigate, and then just runs up. I'm trying to look for an example for us here, right? So this is NVIDIA right here. This was a great example right here for NVIDIA, right? What does that mean? You ask yourself, where was that last down move before this giant up move? Well, you see this pin bar candle, right? I would measure that candle right there, stretch it. I would not start to FOMO calls. We take calls right here. No, my main price action is wait for price to come back down here. And what happened when price comes back down here? Look what happens, right? The structural high is right here, right? Let's make this right because that is our system. And then the confirm right here. So in a lower time frame, this right here, this area, when it touches the zone, we can break it down, right? Let me move my zoom stuff. You can go to the 1 hour right here. You can create, this was beautiful right here. How do you know this was the entry right here? You don't actually know, because price could have kept going down lower and lower. However, there is equal lows right here, from here to there. These were all equal lows, right? The moment the equal lows were, the moment the equal lows were taken out right here, you guys see that, the equal lows? The moment equal lows were taken out, you can start taking calls and understanding that this was your spring, right? Because overall it is an uptrend. You're not gonna be surprised that oh, we're very bearish right now because we're going down like crazy. No, you understand that you want the price to go to your zone. You understand that you have a POS right here in this area right here, the zone that needs to be mitigated, right? They close all their position right here, mitigating closing all their position here so they can take the price higher and higher and trap people that are in puts, taking out those sell stop, and the price runs without them, right? You guys see that? I show you guys that in the form of Wyckoff. If you don't know the form of Wyckoff, I have a video on that too. Is the Wyckoff accumulation in this scenario, not the distribution though, the accumulation, right? So right here, now what am I looking for again for NVIDIA? Broke structure high. I like NVIDIA here. NVIDIA can potentially have more run up around this area that we have. No, NVIDIA is not that bad, right? It could probably come down, but I like it in this. I like it just right by this wick, right? Well, technically, right now it is looking to break structure on the downside, but I still like it here at this 169. I could probably look if I want to keep taking down lower right here, I can take this mitigation right around that green candle that he made right there, right? Why do I keep choosing that green candle? Well, that's technically refined. The entire block was right here, right? From this low to that high. This is the entire block. This is the entire block right here, right? You can come up here, consolidate, create your UTAD, and just fall all the way down, taking out those lows. However, like I said, when you refine zone, just like I do, I refine zone, I am more likely to miss a play. I'm going to be honest, just like how what happened with QQQ, right? But when I refine zone and my price does come into my zone, I am most likely to have a trade that goes my favor, right? More chances of me having that trade is more favor for me because that zone is so well refined. So in here, the reason why I refine zones is that I can try to short it here and take multiple losses because it might keep coming up. So what do I mean? So when price keep coming up here, I can take puts right here. It goes down, and then it goes up again, right? And then take puts again, and then it just keeps playing around, and I keep getting stopped out of my trades. You guys see that? And then finally, when I have that taking out those equal highs right here, it just goes out. It just goes all the way. It just goes all the way down to the face of the fucking earth, right? So when I refine zones like this, it prevents me from taking all those losses. It prevents me from taking losses inside this bigger zone. And also, I like the fact that I am more likely. I'm very patient. I'm more likely to wait for the trade. I just put my alert, wait for the trade. If it doesn't come in there, perfect. I look for another setup. I'll find another stock, and I choose another battle another day. Right? It's not a big deal to me. But you guys, this is nothing new. This is exactly the same exact system how I trade. Right? You don't need any magical indicators. You don't even need RSI. I had that there. I was checking out something. You don't need the RSI. You really don't. You need to understand your system. If you like I said, if something is working for you right now, keep doing that. I'm not gonna stop you, right? But if you don't have a system, you're a beginner trader, you want to understand how to approach the market in a way, it's right here. This system right here that I give you guys, right? I think there was a time. I want to show you guys how I used to trade before, like before this. Oh, I deleted my affirm. I think it was maybe, what is that? Maybe FCell. No, that's not it. I started trading smart money before then. What else? What else? What else? I forgot, guys. To be honest with you, like I used to trade very differently, and it might work for some people, right? But if I look for it, it's just ridiculous. It looks literally like you cannot see anything on the screen, and people look at my screen and be like, "What the f is going on here?" Right? And I used to try like this, right? Let's not mess around with BA. I need BA. So let's say Twitter. I will go to my yearly, and I will go. This is my resistance, right? Resistance here. I'll make it thicker because that's a higher time frame. I'll tell myself it's a yearly. Black is yearly, right? Literally, this is how I used to trade, right? Every single touches, every single bounces. Which I'm not gonna lie, maybe somebody will be profitable, right? We're not taking away from taking anything from anyone. Whatever works for you, keep doing it. But I will show you the problem of what happens. And I know this was about advanced mitigation, but I want to show you guys example for those that are trapped into. Look at this. We're just in a yearly right now. Right? So we're gonna change the color of the quarterly to maybe, I don't know, yellow. Right? So I know it's quarterly. Looking for every touches. Right? For every bounces of the wicks. This is what I used to do. Seriously, guys. I used to do this. Boom, I'll take one right there. I'll take one right there. Right? Dead serious, you guys. Then I will go to my monthly, and then I will find more. You guys see where I'm going with this? I would take that bounce right there. I would change this color to probably red. Right? I'm going to show you guys what happens here. There's a reason why I'm doing this. It's very important. Right? I'll go here. And all of a sudden, now when I didn't even do the 4 hour. I used to do this from literally 4 hours all the way going to freaking 1 hour. Right? So my line is just lambasted with all these fucking lines. My chart is lambasted with all these fucking lines. And I'm like, how do I even trade? I mean, like, is my price target at 51 or at 46? Because I have a weekly here and I have a monthly here. So do I get a? It's just so confusing, right? But when you have a system and you approach your system to know where you currently are in the market, just like, okay, understand this. We have a POS here. What happened here? Right? This was that last down move before the up move on my yearly. Seriously, guys, this is how I trade now. Right? This zone right here. Let me see my quarterly. Let me see the story. Excellent. Look at that. I could have refined that zone to that little one right there. And look what happened. Mitigated. Well, it didn't mitigate. Barely touched it. But you guys see the story, what's going on here? How clean and how clear it is, right? Mitigation right there. What happened? This right here, this entire block right here was your entry. From this high to this low, right? Boom. If you want to refine that, you can take 50% of that. That 50%, I'll put it to the body right there, to the body. Right, look at that. So you had an entry, mitigated, ran. Take a pullback, and where that last down move before the up move, we took 50% of it, and what happened? Mitigated right onto it. You guys see what's going on there? And now what are we looking to do over Twitter? If you were in Twitter, you're looking to take out these highs, this $80. You see that? That's how simple it is when you have a system. But like I said, you guys, I just wanted to make this a quick mitigation video and really explaining to you guys what happened when it comes to mitigation. So just as a recap, where's my drawing? Right here. Right. So this, you will find your structure. You will understand your structure. Then you will have your S&D zone. Right. In this scenario, if it is a bullish market. Right. So you will have price come down. Right. Price come down. Boom. Take that low. And then take it, that structure protected high. Right. That is where you take it. So what's going to happen? How do I know, Carl? How do I know that I don't just take a play, and how do I know my confirmation? Well, you can use the Wyckoff confirmation, or you can find those protective, those equal lows, and wait for those equal lows to be taken out and take an entry on that last down move. Right? Maybe it can go down lower, but it is better than you just FOMOing to a trade. I'm not gonna lie. But please understand the Wyckoff, understand the Wyckoff confirmation, the accumulation in this scenario, and you will have an easy approach on what's going on. And then you have the vice versa, which is the distribution phase, right? Instead of the S&D zone on the bottom side, you're going to have it on the upside, right? And you're going to have price come up there. You guys see that? And then you're going to have, you wait for that the equal highs to get taken out, and you can take your puts there, right? Targeting that equal low. Targeting that protective low, sorry. You guys see that? It's very simple, you guys. Guys, like I said, do your own, like I said in the beginning of this video, there's a disclaimer, do your own due diligence. This is just what's working for me. I'm sharing what's working for me. This is a system that I've learned, and this is the thing that I've been, waiting for. And once I learned, waiting for, like finally, I don't just have to keep jumping into other discords or trying to depend on somebody what play to give me. Now I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know where I am in the market, right? I didn't really have this. I didn't have this back when I was trading, or back when I was, very brand new at trading. So I appreciate my mentor for showing me this, and from there I just ran with it, and now I'm giving you guys all these information. I invested a ton of money to learn and understand this strategy, and please, you guys, I hope you guys are taking the same approach. This might be free, but please understand, treat this like I did. Like I paid thousands of dollars to understand and learn this strategy. So you don't have to do that. I did that for you guys. So please, just in return, if you really want to really thank me, please, you guys, just apply the knowledge. Also, if you love the videos that I'm doing, subscribe to the video. I'm also doing a challenge where if we do reach 1,000 subscriber, I'm giving 3 people 90-day free access to the community. So whatever class, if I am coming out with courses in my algo, you get 90-day free access for that, right? Guys, if you stayed this long, I appreciate you so much wherever you are in the world. If you are here in New York, enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a productive day. Peace.